The most dangerous person in your life probably isn't loud about it. They don't rage, they don't yell, they play the victim perfectly every time. They make you feel crazy for being upset, guilty for having needs, and somehow responsible for their pain. That's not sensitivity. That's covert narcissism. And it's one of the hardest things to spot because everything about it is designed to stay hidden. Here are 7 signs you're already in it. Most people picture a narcissist as someone loud, boastful, clearly full of themselves. Researcher Craig Malkin calls that the grandiose type. Easy to recognize, easier to walk away from. The covert narcissist, what Malkin calls vulnerable narcissism, operates completely differently. Same core wound, a desperate need to feel special. But instead of bragging, they suffer loudly. They withdraw. They sulk. They become the most misunderstood person in every room. And because their behavior looks like anxiety or sensitivity on the surface, people around them don't set limits. They offer more care, which is exactly what the pattern feeds on.
Sign 1. Every conversation circles back to them. You start talking about your rough week at work. Somehow, 3 minutes later, you're consoling them about their childhood. Sign 2. They weaponize vulnerability. Sharing struggles is healthy, but they use it strategically, releasing just enough pain to keep you feeling responsible for their emotional state. Sign 3. Passive guilt trips instead of direct conflict. They never say, "I'm angry." They go quiet. They sigh. They say, "It's fine," in a tone that makes clear it is absolutely not fine. Sign 4. They play the martyr. Everything they do for you comes with a receipt. Help is never free. It builds into unspoken debt you're expected to pay back. If you've recognized someone from these first 4 signs, stay through to number 6. It's the one most people miss entirely. Sign 5. Envy disguised as support. They'll compliment your promotion, then mention casually how hard they've been working without recognition. It's not support. It's comparison wearing a smile. Sign 6. They make you the problem. You express a concern, and suddenly you're too sensitive, always negative, or making things about you. This is called DARVO. Deny, attack, reverse victim and offender. Psychologist Jennifer Freyd identified this as a core manipulation tactic. Sign 7. After every blow-up, the reset button. They apologize just enough.
Not to make things right, but to restore their comfort. Your wound doesn't fully close. Their anxiety does. If this is your reality, here's what actually helps. First, name the pattern, not the person. Instead of telling yourself they're a narcissist, say, "This dynamic makes me feel responsible for their emotions, and I'm not." That small shift activates your prefrontal cortex instead of your threat response. You stay clearer. Second, interrupt the guilt loop with a delay. The moment you feel the urge to apologize, fix, or over-explain, pause for 4 full seconds before responding. That pause breaks the automatic fawn response. Psychologists call appeasement behavior. You get to choose your next move instead of react. Third, stop explaining yourself to them. Covert narcissists don't misunderstand you. They strategically misrepresent you. More explanation gives them more material. Therapist Patrick Tian calls this the jade trap. Justify, argue, defend, explain. The exit isn't a better argument. The exit is a shorter one. Here's the thing nobody tells you. The fact that you keep trying to understand them, keep questioning yourself, keep wondering if you're the problem, that's not weakness. That's what healthy empathy looks like when it's being used against you. You're not broken. You've been in a dynamic designed to make you feel that way. If this hit closer to home than you expected, share it with someone who might need the words for what they're living through. Sometimes just naming it is the first way out.